What's up, everybody? Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the Onyx Con Foundation. Welcome back to another adventure in the Courier Chronicles. Now, the Courier Chronicles is content I've been doing for a while, but I decided to, make a little logo, put something to it, make it something people get used to with the lingo of all the elements of OnyxCon. Now, I wouldn't call this an official element. This is what I call just acknowledging the side hustle.
Hard hustle.
Acknowledging the gig economy that a lot of us circumstantially may have been forced into. Never thought you'd be working these kind of jobs, but here you are. And I know right now with so many people who have lost their jobs, I can see that courier work will be one of the last frontiers of human labor as we move into this era of ultra technology and robotics and every form, shape, and fashion, and AI dominance and all of that. I truly feel that we're going to get to a point where if you don't know how to fix the robot or the drone, or if you don't know how to go help the robot or the drone, you won't be working any of those jobs that are labor intensive in any shape, form, or fashion, or that require reliability and accuracy and all this.
Hey, we got a point.
Something I realized, right, from a recent situation I'm dealing with, and why I'm right now in my plainclothes version of doing delivery, because if you've seen if you've been keeping up, you may have seen my new video. Please check that out, okay? And it talks about my first few days with the Amazonians. That's what I'm gonna say right there. And no, I have not been fired. I'm still employed as of this moment, and with the DSP that I work with and all of that. That's the lingo they use up in there. You're gonna hear that all the time if you hear somebody talking about it. It's very, all these jobs, all these situations, all these systems, they are the definition of when people say the system, in the system. Man, it's the definition of system mentality. They love to abbreviate things. They love to have, it's military culture. And then you could add in, some people would maybe beg to get different, but I don't know why. I've never been in, and I have no plans of that being a part of my life, but I'm aware of the way the prison industrial complex works, okay? And I've known of people, because hell, if you work this job, you work with the Amazonians, guess what? You say, if you may think to yourself, I don't ever want to work around a bunch of felons or drug addicts. Well, guess who you're working with?
Nothing but a gangster part. It ain't nothing but a gangster part. Nothing but a gangster part. It ain't nothing but a.
Guess who the hell you working with, man? If you're doing anything blue collar, right? And if you're in white collar jobs and you think, well, I'm exempt. Oh, why you think they call it white collar crime? You think that, man, please, come on, man. Hey, ain't nothing but a gangster party. Y'all better wake up. That's what we really mean by woke. Y'all around here with that silliness, don't know no truth, and you got your head just buried somewhere trying to ignore all the facts that's right in front of you. It's not even like fools don't even hide it no more. That's the worst part about where we're at. Look at what's running the country. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? They don't even hide. They just blatantly do stuff. Good gracious, man. It's crazy as hell. Anyway, all right. Reel it back in and stay on this point for this. I'm going to say this, y'all. So each DSP has some of their own rules, and then there's protocols they must abide by being companies that work in partnership with the Amazonians. And from what I'm starting to understand, the DSPs either exploit their own powers a lot in some cases. I know this to be true from talking to other people who've worked way longer than I have and telling me the horror stories they've dealt with really ghetto-ass situations with some DSPs. And then there's people who, I would say my version of this is I got a person who's running this company who gives you the smile, but then, you better watch them when they're walking off, because it's like, oh, shit, I'm bleeding. What the... Is that a knife on my back? Like, they come with the buddy shit. They come with the, oh, you're good, don't worry about it. I mean, we all have these mistakes, we all do these things. But here, sign this paper that says you acknowledge that you did a violation. Okay, you told me I had a violation, but you said it's not that big a deal. I mean, I'm signing, it's no big deal. But you say, well, no, I gotta. But before you even sign that, you can either leave for the day or you can stay and help somebody load. Of course, I'm gonna stay and load so I can get an hour. But you mean that's all I'm gonna get today is an hour of work? But I came all the way here for about 35 minutes of travel, and some people came here for an hour away or worse. And that's what you're going to tell them when they have a moment, because on their very first day in a new vehicle they've never drove in their life. Okay. All right. I see how y'all playing. This is really ugly. Yeah, y'all. So, yeah, now I know how they playing. You know, it's that real. And I've been here before. I've had every type of manager you can imagine. And I've been a manager myself. And because of that, I learned how and why people sometimes, even when you are genuinely a nice guy who does really genuinely care about your employees and make sure that people understand, you know, I don't want to ever have a reason of letting you go, or I don't ever want to have a reason of writing you up. And if I do, you know, if it's something I know anybody could make that simple mistake, you know, first time, hey man, if I got the power to veto any write-up about it or whatever, we're gonna let that go, man. We're gonna let that BS go. Why? Because look at the freaking pool of candidates. I just said 150%. I don't know if I'd already said that, but let me make sure I say that. I looked it up and saw that it's a thing. The turnover rate at the Amazonians is 150% for this type of job. I think that's overall, not even for just this job, but it's probably even worse for people who work in the warehouse. Oh my gosh. But if you're on the truck, you're out and about by yourself, it's a lot of responsibility, a lot of liability. I get it. I understand why we go through training. But to be honest, you paid us, and they all do the same. They pay you for literally 2 days of training. It's not in the field, not actually out there, just watching videos and talking about stuff and checking off a bunch of multiple choice questions and getting errors and, oh, you know, oops, I didn't get that right, no problem. As long as you get 80%, you're in. Okay, what? You know, none of that has nothing to do with, okay, now I'm out here. What did they say about that? Dang, no, if someone had shown you in real time, this is what it is. Every single if it's such a big deal, the liability of the vehicle, which it should be, I get it. These expensive vehicles, the whole operation is very expensive. You gotta pay people for about a month of training if you was really real. If you really wanted people to stay on. But I'm realizing y'all don't care if the vehicles get hit. Y'all don't care if people get hurt. Not really. How could you? I mean, I'm just, maybe you do, but I don't see how. I mean, you know, I gotta be nice and say, I mean, of course, maybe they do. You know, do you really? When you know the chance, based on the demographic you're working with primarily, most people that I've spoken to and gotten some rapport with, and I want to say this early before I go too hard on that part, just because people have had a real bad deck of cards from day one in life, don't necessarily mean they're horrible people. You know, you got some good guys, good ladies that just born into some real mad, crazy situations. And that makes for them having them moments where now they got a felony on their record. Now they got this, that, and the other on their record. They have this assault, that assault. They did a minor misdemeanor when they were a kid, or what, all kind of crazy, I promise you. And a lot of those people are who you gonna find in these environments. And I say to myself, it's kind of ironic because I can already see it. You're gonna have people who were, you know, think about it. You're gonna have white collar hustlers, that are gonna enter these spaces. Already are happening, and some of them are coming. You know, when I show up, they think I'm that because of how I come across. I've never had quote unquote a white collar job per se. I've played roles in movies as an actor, plenty. And I've been an executive of sorts for smaller companies and things. And of course, I run my own company. All right, Honest Con is a real thing here. All right, we are a 501c3 nonprofit arts and creative lifestyle organization. All right, we're all about the betterment of humanity through the arts, through the creative space, through thinking outside the box, through respecting each other for real, putting respect first, then power, then money. But these people, some of them that will run these things will talk that talk, but you're gonna see how they act when something happens. And it'd be the dumbest, simple shit. Like, I could get if somebody did. Now, look, man, thievery is completely out of the question. You gotta go. And they use that example in our training. Somebody told a story about somebody first week on camera, because everything's on camera at the hubs. Stole like a freaking hat and a vest or something like that. What, you really want to sport the logo that bad that you, like, really? Why? Yeah, but they gone, of course. They gone. Now that makes sense. Because if you're still there, how many packages is going to start getting out of the question, right? That is everything. That is absolutely out of the question. There's never no excuse for no thievery. I get that part. Run the list. Sexual harassment. Look, stay in your lane. You know, it's a hard one to stay in sometimes in these environments. Some long hours, you're around the same people, y'all get cozy with each other, everybody start knowing each other a little better. Mixed signals, bad rumors, whatever the case, stuff gets silly, and now somebody dealing with HR, right? Yeah, but no, that got to be avoided at best, right? But it's almost impossible, again, with these hours you're giving people. I'm giving y'all every reason why it's kind of insane that they think they would get different results, right? With the way they're playing. Just watched a video on YouTube about some of the worst incidents, and it was this multiple footage of people talking about stuff they've witnessed working in the warehouse. And this is just people who stay at the warehouse, not us going out on the truck. But I'm sure there's enough stuff happening even with the trucks too. Not as much, because you gotta be on your route. You by yourself most of the time. It's all about you and them packages. It really is. You and the dog's gonna get more love-hate relationship than any human interaction. So no, it's weird though, because you got that part of it, then you got the part where people are, like I say, coming from all kind of sorted backgrounds. You got straight up alcoholics. You know, I read the room very well, and all you gotta do is listen to people and them say, well, when I get off work, I'm gonna do this, and okay, that's the alcoholic. Okay, that's the this, that, and the other addict. This is the one that can't stop eating this, that, and the other. They know it's gonna kill them. This is the one that's smoking that, drinking that, eating that, and doing that. You know, you get the whole, people will, all you gotta do is be quiet and read the room. They will sit there, or chit-chat, you know, steal rapport, show them a little, hey, what's happening, man? They'll start telling you everything. They understand that and I am cool. I'm not just cool to say I'm cool. I'm cool, you know? I ain't about to be, you know, if it's not dangerous to me, I don't care. Whatever you do for you is good for me. It's great. Do you? Because I'm a damn sure do me. Just don't press this on me. And I ain't gonna. I might mention something to you. If I get to know you well enough and care about your life, I might say, hey, man, you might want to, especially if they're younger. Hey, bro, you know, that might be a thing if you keep doing for real OG. And they listen. Once I got some rapport, man, I'm in there. I become the guidance counselor real quick in damn near every job I work like this. People love me. But I also have learned them same people, you gotta watch them too, because they'll turn on you to save themselves. Oh, they'll throw you on the bus quick as man, please. you could have helped them lift 2 tons of packages. It don't matter. If it's yours versus theirs, they don't care about you. Always know. Just know that to be true. And that's the same way it is with the DSPs oftentimes. These people in charge, man, they are this shows, if you listen to them, it's real easy to find. And it's like they do the little things to make it seem like, oh, that could never be true, because I bought y'all fast food like today. I came in, they had some little breakfast stuff out. Sad to say, I mean, it was cool. I mean, if I still ate that kind of stuff, I would have been all in. But I don't eat canola oil from these damn restaurants. If I can help it, I avoid it like a plague. I cannot eat certain things anymore because of a certain diet I'm on. And you know, I get it. You just doing what's general. Most people don't care about their health. They don't care what they putting down there every day. They're gonna eat that trash and not call it trash. To them, this is regular good food. Matter of fact, if the higher the label on the fast food, man, he got us the good stuff, and that's basically what he did. He got the most popular fast food donut brand and the most popular fast food biscuit and chicken hit. Okay, so I see it. I knew what it was. I know, and I heard that this was gonna happen. I've seen people's videos talking about, then when you come back after one of them late nights, they might have pizza. And the kid in the video I saw was complaining about it being Little Caesars. Why I eat at home? I don't, So, I mean, I was good. I had ate before I got there. I had a breakfast. I'm still kind of full. I didn't eat nothing. I'm good. And I was just waiting on it because I knew the day before, my very first freaking day, that I had my little moment. I'm trying to get back to the station. Everybody's always pressing you about time. So you can't do the double-edged sword. You say this okay. You say that and you say it's okay. It's not. Just be honest, man. I don't like that BS. Be honest, man to man. And that's the other thing. People get a little bit of power as, okay, I hired you. Yo, you know my age, I know yours. You're only a few years older than me. I give you your respect, give me mine. I asked this gentleman on the first day, hey man, I go by, what do you go by? Joseph or Joe? I go by Joseph. All right, and then he said it kind of playful. All right, Joe. Man, come on, man. I just said, man, come on, man. I just said, why you, that what we gonna be doing? Every day gonna be you playing with my name? God damn, why do people think that's cute? Not when you gonna, it would be all right if what just happened were the not big deal you said it wasn't. I understand, I done it myself. Okay, then why am I being written up and I can't go out today? If you understand. Because you understand I'm here to make fucking money. You understand I got bills just like you. It's because just like you got mouths to feed, I got mine to feed. And if my family needs me in any way, I'm there too. I'm an uncle, but I am a man just like you. So we all need what we need out of this situation. And if you truly are respecting people on the level of what you said in every meeting, but it's not just him. I want to make it clear. He's just an archetype for a type I've seen so many times. It's like good cop, bad cop. You got the absolute asshole manager who it's only in one of two ways. I'm gonna put you in check one day because you came at me the wrong way, and you're gonna accept it and never come at me like that again, or I'm gonna walk now so that we can avoid all grievances, because that's unacceptable. Adult people gotta respect each other. And even if I were younger, if I'm old enough to work, damn it, I still deserve a level of respect. I'm saying if you coming in doing young, goofy stuff and jeopardizing the business, yeah, you're going to have to be reprimanded more. But guess what? Even that is, hey, nip it in the bud quick. It's real simple. Why'd you hire them? Because you want to be able to get over on people when you tell them, I don't have enough hours for you. And I know I promised you, well, no, you never promised, but you said, on average, we're going to be working 10 hours a day. Is that okay for you? Everybody signed up for it. It ain't necessarily okay, but we here. We're going to try, right? We're going to give it a go and see what's up. If we don't make it, we didn't make it. But we're going to give it the go, right? So why is it you get there and everybody's doing the do, but then suddenly everything that wasn't an issue is an issue? What is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's that bug. It's the game they all play in these kind of jobs. And like I say, the joke is mostly on all of us as fellow human beings not recognizing, do you understand you're making bad human being relations? This goes beyond a job. If you played your card, when somebody's, you know how you had those little meetings and they all ask everybody, hey, what do you like? Tell us something about you we don't know. I don't let too much out. But I might say a few things that make it clear I'm not your average cat up in here. You know, I'm different. I just am. You know, and my situation, my circumstances is different from most of my constituents in this particular type of job. And I know that every time I start one of these types of jobs, I'm going to be the other. I'm going to be the oddball out. But once people get to know me, they don't care because they realize, man, Joseph is just legit. He's genuine. And if there's any part of them that's genuine, we just get along just fine. I only bump heads with bullshitters. I always have bumped heads with bullshitters. Because they'll do one thing, but then you'll find out how they really are. And it's so weird. Like I don't know why they're obsessed with doing that. Like oh man, there are these people who, man, you got enough going for you. Why do you want to, why is stealing other people's joy the only thing that gives you content? Like, it's bizarre, man. It's like, it's so vampiric. It's like, wow, you want to suck the soul out of the best people that could be working for you. And they don't mind the people who are the worst people who are working for them. And they'll ultimately be the reason for the demise of their company. But they don't see it that way because they've always kind of been in the trenches with these guttural types anyway. So when you come along more polished, and they're polished too, the problem is they want to be the only person in the room with polish. Hey, I'm the boss, man. You act like a boss like me, because I am. I've done what you're doing, just on different types of jobs. I've run stuff way bigger than even what you're doing in its own way, because you're using someone else's resources to look big. I built my own and used the resources of connections to people who had more than me, who would give me anything I need. There was not, when I started HonestCon and doing it, shout out Southwest Art Center and every other facility I ever worked out of, okay? All doors are open to me in most of them places. See, it's different. That ain't like working for these mega corporations that they give you your little cubby hole, you get your desk, you get your computer, you get everything to make you feel like you really are a part of this thing. You have a partnership. Just like I had a partnership. But the difference is everybody genuinely to this day, there's people I love and they love me. Like for real. So that's why I don't like it, these jobs. Just miss me with the you want to make a family energy, you want to become friends. Let's just miss all that, man.
Business bad? Fuck you, pay
We're
me.
not friends, we're not family.
Oh, you had a fire? Fuck you, pay me.
And the other thing that more and more burns me up is when you think maybe because, okay, black-owned business, maybe this person sees how serious that is. It has always been, but especially this time in history. They don't.
Place got hit by lightning, huh? Fuck you, pay me.
You're just a number, and all they care about is, can I somehow keep you under me? Because that's the only way I feel good around you. And can I somehow cut your hours, even though I told you I want you to work as much as you can? No, you don't. No, you don't. You want to get it all done for less payout because it's payroll. Every second of somebody on that clock is someone else you have to pay. And you would rather put it in your pocket than pay people what they're doing out there. And that's what all these businesses do. So just miss me with the being friendly bullshit. It's not the truth of what these folks are ever going to be about. They're not about that. They're not about a culture it's not just a business. It's really a family. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because you don't even know what that means. See, what that means is what I did with HonestCon. You're literally starting from day one with friends, building something. That's some serious rapport. That's some serious morale. That ain't no game. That's some, everything I'm saying. So when I get in these other environments, man, and like I say, what's going to be the end of them is the people, they like to keep some more, down on their luck, last chance, second chance, third chance, fifth, fourth. Like, I mean, literally, a lot of these people, man, they've been fired so many times they can't even count it. And you know that when you hire them, they're not going to put it on their thing. They're going to have a different resume for everybody they apply to, as we all play that game. But it's like, but theirs is really finagled. And I done hiring before. I worked HR. Man, I know that some of these people literally will put down, I can do this, and I can do this with no company names. You'd be like, huh? But then by the time you start scheduling interviews and see who comes late, who doesn't show up at all, in the case of these, how they do these things, somebody comes in and you turn them around saying, no, they late, they're gonna have to come back next, whatever day in the next week. Well, most of them not gonna come back. And you know that. But you okay with that? Like, be honest. What sense does it make when a man who's almost your same age is on time, every time? If I ever were a little late, I'll let you know I'm running late. Did some people understand? Look, there's only but a few people you're gonna get that can pass the piss test. And for most of the ones, like damn near, I'm gonna be real, I'm just gonna be raw as hell. 75% of the ones who passed it are still addicts. They just know all the little ways to not register what's going on in their body. I'm not y'all. I'm not out here living that way, man. And I don't like being treated on this way. Like, I'm not saying I'm better than that, but on the paper, We all can do the job. We can all lift the box. But on paper, for what's gonna matter when stuff's coming up missing, people off late, somebody mad because they done had a domestic dispute at home, they come to work fucked up. You okay with all of that, but you're gonna penalize the man who will be on time, who ain't got no drug issues, for the pettiest of bullshit. That right there, my people, and it's all, and when everybody's sitting at home with the robot running our jobs, you're gonna wish you had made better decisions, or maybe not, because you probably don't never. Those kind. What am I talking about? People like that don't ever see what I'm saying. They're so jealous of other people's everything. They don't like the fact you look away. Yeah, I've learned this. I couldn't even think this way, so I couldn't even understand it when it would happen. I'd be like, what is the problem? Like, what on me is coming off to them that I'm in a competition with them? Brother, you're in charge. Sister, whoever it is, you're in charge. I'm not here to take your job. I couldn't. It's your company. Like, what are you fucking so damn... Why do you have to try to take me down notches that don't even exist for you to touch? There's nothing you could ever do to break me. I just don't want you to waste my time. Don't play with me. If it is serious about freaking infraction for speed, okay, guess what? If it's serious enough that could be the end of this, let's leave. Let's let this go today. Because it's only getting worse by every day you play with my gas tank. That's not cool. That's not cool. I could have been out here doing what I'm doing right now and making the money I need today. And they make it so stupid. And I was talking about this with another driver, and he said the same. We said it at the same time. You know how you start talking, he's like, why you even got this little app for us to communicate about things for the team, and you ain't let these people know, look, everybody who had an infraction, you got to sit the day out. You've been taken off the schedule. That's the penalty. But we will get you back on. You will make other hours. We just got to, we got to put something down when that happens. Bullshit, but okay. And then I would have went on with my day instead of I'm coming all the way over there to work for an hour helping other people load boxes. Y'all crazy, man. And the sickest part, I already know, with all this energy stacking and all this passive aggressive friendly BS, I know this week ain't gonna end without somebody walking, if not 2 or 3. They're gonna leave. Because some people ain't got the mannerism of me to be decent about it and just be like, okay, all right, I see how you're doing. I'm gonna keep it moving, but not yet. We're gonna work because I need this work. But you keep playing with me, I'm out. No, they gonna make a storm. They used to what? Every time they leave something, they gotta have a fight or an argument or an explosive moment. And people might say, so what? That's okay, and I'm military and I'm ready for, yeah, but do you understand how crazy some of these folk are? Just as crazy as you think you are. Some of these people got just as much training as you think you have, or better. Some of these people have been through situations where they don't care what you've been trained on. They are psychopaths. And they ready to blow. This place is broken, man. This place is so broken.